cost of living increasing, I wanted to do a full house budget clean. Let's see what products we actually really need to be using to fully clean our homes. In today's video, I use 8 products throughout the whole house, and I am including plenty of tips and tricks. Some you may already know of and some you might not. And I will of course be letting you know the total cost. I started today's clean in the bathroom using some good old Cif cream cleaner in Cotswold Bloom. And once I'd finished cleaning the sink, I made a solution of white vinegar and warm water. This was initially to be used to wipe down the chrome in the room. And one super quick tip that I would like to share with you all is once you have bleached your toilet, pop your toilet brush into the toilet and leave it to stand. It's a quick, easy, simple way to clean that bog brush. One thing that I would like to know though is genuinely, how are you all doing? And I don't ask that meaning it in an empty question kind of way. It's a genuine, I hope you're all good and I hope you're all really well. I really enjoy talking to you all in the comments, and I'm really loving this little community we're starting to build over here. And for those of you that show up regularly, thank you. Let me know what you've been up to recently. What have you been cleaning? What have you been doing? Are you making the most of this beautiful weather? I recently found out that a ice cream shop practically on our doorstep is closing down. This is their last season, so you best believe that whilst we've got this heat wave, I have been going there regularly. Oh, of course, I shouldn't be talking about ice cream. I should be talking about the cleaning. Earlier on, I sprayed the shower head with some white vinegar. Ideally, I should have left it to sit in a bowl, cup, bag, anything to really let the white vinegar work on the lime scale. The lime scale isn't too bad on the shower head. Once I'd wiped that off, I then like to use the shower head to rinse that, but also rinse the rest of the shower. We all know how much I like to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And let this be your reminder to clean your toilet brush holder, because mine was so overdue. It was kind of embarrassing. So yeah, don't do an Eve and make sure yours is clean. I also then just used the white vinegar solution on the shower door handles and buffed it up to make sure there was a real good shine. Okay, call me sad, call me pathetic, call me whatever you want, but I was actually really excited to try this. So this damp duster is from B&M. Actually, it's worth noting that all of the items I'm using in today's video is from B&M itself. The Holy Motherland, is that what we're also calling it? I think so. But let's not hang around here. Now, I love damp dusting, we all know that, and I know technically you don't need a sponge to damp dust, but Sponge Daddy, they are getting expensive. Isn't it like £3 now? I mean, I was happy when I found one in TK Maxx for £2.50, but this bad boy from B&M, £1.50. Happy days. I mean, I feel like I've reached that point in life now where I'm in my early 30s now, guys, and you know, these kind of things just rattle me when stuff is just kind of, in my opinion, pointlessly expensive. So as the bathroom clean starts coming to an end, I also then obviously finished by mopping the floors. This was a rookie error. I should have actually hoovered the floors first, and you will probably see why I'm saying that. But in order to clean the floors, I've just used good old fairy washing up liquid and hot water. Nothing beats some hot soapy water to clean some grime, does it? Next up, I was in the kitchen, and let me tell you, this air fryer needed some TLC. I used some bicarb of soda, fairy washing up liquid, and warm water, and whilst I left that to sit, I cracked on with the rest of the room. I think hot soapy water is actually really underrated, and it's something that I can really easily forget about as well, and something that I really want to be using a lot more often around the house. I really need to learn to get a better grip on temperature control of the water though, as let me tell you, that second bowl of hot soapy water was indeed hot. You know when you think you can handle it and then it dawns on you that in fact you cannot. Yep, that's why I was pulling that really attractive face. It's also worth noting that the cloths that I'm using throughout this clean were a 6-pack of microfiber cloths. Upon reflection, I could have actually done with buying something that was a bit more scrubby, had a bit more bristle effect to it, but I didn't. So I just used a bit more effort and elbow grease and a bit of oomph in me to get the job done. And also, I'm very sorry if you can hear anything in the background whilst I'm doing this voiceover. It is most likely one of Tom's tools. He's currently making Nova an outdoor shower, and as excited as I am for it, it is also really quite loud. So I'm very sorry if you can hear any of that going on in the background. I am hopeful though to be able to show you that in a video in a few weeks' time. I'm working on something at the moment which will hopefully mean that it features in that. Here I'm just giving the bin a clean with some bleach, and it's also worth noting here, because this wasn't something that I was aware of until I looked into it a little bit more, and that's that when using bleach to clean things, use hot water, not boiling water, because the boiling water can break down the bleach too much, which means it then defeats the object and basically doesn't clean. Sharing is caring, so I wanted to let you know that too, just in case you didn't already know. I finished it off with some Cif, of course, and then before I put the bin bag back in, I put some bicarb of soda in the bottom of the bin, just so that can help soak up any nasty odours, anything that leaks out of the bin, you know, just all the general grossness that goes on in kitchen bins. When it came to the utility room, I just gave that a really quick once over. By no stretch of the imagination did anything particularly get deep cleaned in here. I gave the back door mats a little sprinkle of bicarb of soda, very conscious not to use too much because of us having Nova. Obviously I didn't let her walk on it whilst the powder was down. It's only once it has been hoovered up. But bicarb of soda on your doormats is absolutely fantastic if you don't already know. Obviously, we all know it absorbs odours, but it also helps to loosen the dirt. So come winter, that's going to be an absolute game changer. And it also freshens up fibres without using fragranced products. So depending on your needs in your home, that could be an excellent thing. It is definitely something I will be doing much more often, rather than running a wash load purely to clean the mats. And I have realised that in a few clips back, I was trying to show you the little pool that I bought Nova. She went in it for the first time the other day, and she wasn't too sure, but we're going to go again and we're going to try it this weekend. And another little tip for you here, if you have any plants, damp dusting them is an excellent way to do it. Just make sure it's literally water that you've dampened your sponge, cloth, whatever it is, however you go about damp dusting. Make sure there's no chemicals like Zoflora or anything in there, and wipe it on your leaves. The plant in the living room is now looking as good as new. If you've made it this far into the video and this is your first time watching one of them, then thank you so much. But also, if you enjoy home content, then make sure you stick around, because every Sunday there is a video that comes out. Hopefully it motivates you to make sure you're taking care of your home, because you know me, it's all about taking care of what you've already got. I used my home mix of the white vinegar solution to wipe down the sofas and the cushions, just to freshen up the fabrics, especially because we have Nova, but just in general, it's a great way of taking care of the sofa without, again, having to put it through a wash load. And I, of course, finished the floors with some good old trusty, hot, soapy, washing up liquid water. Then it was everybody's least favourite task when you're in the middle of a heat wave, and that was stripping the bed. Again, I used some bicarb of soda on the mattress, and whilst that was doing its thing, I cracked on with the rest of the room. So I was back to using the white vinegar solution, and one thing that I definitely believe is worth sharing with you, because I've been burnt with this in the past, is to spray your white vinegar solution onto the cloth and not directly onto the mirror. So, you know when a mirror has those marks around the edges, it tends to go black. I've always wondered why mirrors do that. And, well, especially when using white vinegar, that's because the liquid will run and then it erodes the mirror. I'm not going to lie, I was mortified when I found this out. And if I'd have known this a lot sooner, it would have saved me a lot of mirrors. But alas, every day is a school day, and I know now, so I wanted to share that information with you in case you didn't already know. And another thing I would just like to say, with any kind of information that I give you, I am never trying to teach you how to suck an egg. I'm genuinely just trying to share it and, you know, help improve your life, because if it can make things easier for you, then that's a win for me. So please don't ever take it that I'm trying to come across as to tell you what to do or anything like that. It's never ever meant in that way. I'm just trying to share some helpful information, or what I hope is helpful anyway. And now we're on to the last room of this clean. I haven't reinvented the wheel with anything that I did in this space. It's pretty much all exactly the same as what you've seen me already do throughout this video. And as promised, I spent a grand total of £9.22 for all of these products. I think that's pretty good going. And if you've made it this far into the video, drop a pizza slice emoji, just because why not? Everybody loves pizza, hey? If you've made it this far though, thank you so much for watching. Take care. I hope you're having a wonderful day, whatever you're getting up to when you watch this, and I shall see you in the next one.